Hello everyone, it's me Bruno Cubing, and today I will be reviewing the Maru CX3. So the Maru CX3 is a pretty new 3x3 that was designed by Albert Yu, also known as Cubics, and I think if you haven't seen his channel already, you should go check it out because he has some really high quality videos, and I am pleased to tell you that he has also designed a very high quality cube. So there are two versions of this cube. Well, not of the actual cube, but of the package. You can either get it in this standard box, which looks pretty nice, or you can get a version where you get this box inside another box that looks like this, with a nice window. Mine's a little damaged from the shipping, but it has this nice display window for standing in shelves and stuff. And so this box is a little bit bigger because it includes some extra stuff. It includes this very nice stand, and it also includes some Marlube. And I don't think all stores sell all versions. I think they differ. Some stores only sell just the cube, and some stores only sell the version with the extra stuff, and I guess in some stores you can choose. But if you want to make sure which version you're going to get, I suggest you ask the store that you're going to buy it from. I bought mine from Wallbuys, and obviously I got the version with the extra stuff, so I'll include a link to that in the description. No matter what version you get, or at least I think it's for both versions, you also get a set of extra springs, a set of softer springs that I have not personally tried out because a lot of people say that the stock springs are better, and I do like the performance and the feel of the cube with the stock springs a lot, so I have not seen a need to change springs. But everyone has a different taste, and if you aren't quite as happy with the cube and think it would benefit from having softer springs, then it's nice to see that they are included. So on to the cube itself. Let's just take a look at the appearance. The stock stickers are pretty good. I have not yet had any peel or chipping going on, or at least very minor, so I haven't noticed them. The shades are pretty standard. The green is a little lighter than usual, but other than that it's pretty standard shades, and I'm pretty happy with them. I personally prefer a lighter blue, but other than that they're okay and they contrast pretty well. Um, the dark blue isn't a big problem due to the lighter green, and standard yellow, white, orange and red is what I use anyway, so I'm very happy with the stickers. They are pretty good. My personal favorite stock stickers are the Moyu shades, but these are definitely among the better shades and the quality seems to be pretty good too. The size of the cube is a tad bit bigger than a standard 57mm cube. I don't even know if the difference is big enough for you to see, but yeah, you can see the CX3 on my right here is a little bit bigger, and it is noticeable even though it isn't a big difference, but I guess it could put some people off. I personally don't have a problem with the size of the CX3, in fact I like it. And you can see that the cube looks pretty blocky. It also feels pretty blocky. It's hard for you to hear and see how it feels obviously, but I guess you can hear that it sounds pretty crunchy. It's a bit on the loud side actually. Not my loudest cube though, but it definitely isn't quiet. It's pretty crunchy and almost has sort of a blocky feel, not super blocky, but a little blocky and very crunchy, which I personally like a lot. It reminds me very much of my old Alpha 5 Feng, which in terms of feel is one of my all-time favorites, so I'm very glad to finally have found a cube that has a very similar feel. Not exact same feel, but a very similar feel, but with modern day performance. Finally, so that's one reason I really like this cube. It turns very smoothly, as you can see, it turns very easily, and it has a pretty airy feel. It turns very lightly, but it has a very crunchy feel to it, and that I'm a big fan of. So, talking about performance, let's check out the corner cutting. It has no problems cutting 45 degrees. I think I have medium tensions right now, but even on little tighter tensions it will do 45 degrees. Not really over 45 though, but you don't really need that. And the smaller mounts are very easy. You can see I barely have to do anything to get it cut about line to line there, which is really what you need in a saw. And as for reverse cutting, it can do about 2/3 of QB. It can't really do more than that, and I don't think anyone really needs that. And trying to force it to cut more to see how much it could handle is actually the only time I have gotten a pop on this cube. So it is very pop resistant, and you will only get a pop if you try to cut too much and try to really force it. So yeah, smaller amounts of reverse cutting are also very effortless. So performing algorithms on this cube is no problem at all. And the speed of this cube is very good. It's a very fast cube. It was very fast right out of the box without any lube or anything. And one thing I really like about this cube is that it can handle a lot of different turning styles. Some cubes are better for just one turning style, but this cube can actually handle many different turning styles, and that's great. So, for example, during FTL, if I'm turning a bit slower, that's not a problem, and really shouldn't be on any cube. But when I get to my last layer and I want to speed up all my algorithms, that's not a problem either. And if you're a light turner, and the cube can handle that, which most cubes can, honestly. I can't really turn lightly without turning slow, but I try. But I have a pretty rough turning style, and I'm pleased to tell you that the cube handles that well, too. And the one thing that it doesn't handle super well is if you are a bit sloppier. During solves, I don't really have a big problem with it, but if you are really sloppy, then you might get some lockups. Just something worth mentioning. And most cubes have a problem if you are too sloppy, obviously, but some handle it better than others. And the Waylong that I've used as my main for a while now, I think it handles the sloppiness a little better, but this one handles my roughness better, and I currently use this one as my main, so that's how good I think it is. So yeah, I think Cubix has done a very good job with this cube. He obviously has a similar taste to me, since he has designed a cube that I know he likes a lot, and I like it a lot too. Not only in terms of feel, but in terms of performance as well. And I wanted to show you the mechanism if you haven't seen it, just so you can see what it looks like. It's a very well made mechanism. So you can see that the edges has these wings that a lot of edges has these days, but this cube was actually designed before that started to becoming a trend, but it took a little longer to get this cube mass produced. And so these wings hook into the corner like this, which adds stability, and then a corner of course hooks under the edge, and both the base of the edge and the base of the corner will hook under the center. And if I take some pieces out here, you can see that there's this ring on the bottom of the center that extends out, and it will hook into this groove of the edge here, which will prevent popping, which is why you see no torpedoes, because it doesn't need it, because everything locks together so nicely in so many places that it's very difficult to pop this cube. As I told you before, I've only had one pop. That's when I tried to force too much reverse cutting just to see how much it could handle. It also prevents corner twists very well, and so far I've had 0 of them. One thing worth mentioning though that can be a little annoying is that the center caps can fall off rather easily during solves. However, this is easily fixable with either the old paper trick or just by adding some lube to the inside of the center pieces, and since I did that I haven't had any problems with center caps falling off. So all in all, a very nice design. I definitely think that you should check this cube out. It's really worth getting, at least if you want a crunchy cube. If you prefer smoother cubes, then this cube isn't for you, but if you like a crunchy, airy type of feel to a cube, then this is one that I definitely think you should check out. So thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please hit the like button or drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next one.